Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dan and I discuss business, finance, entrepreneurship, anything and everything that's needed and important for your success. Today is the third episode of Millennial Money and it's no other person than Graham Stephan. In the YouTube community, Graham is a very popular name. He was featured in CNBC and we analyze his finance and tell you where he's doing things right and areas that he needs to improve on. I am very sure that as you watch this video, you will get tips and tricks, cheats, hacks, formulas, equations, anything and everything that will help you in your personal finance life. I ensure you watch this video to the end because I will be tearing Graham Stephan raw. I will not hold any iota of truth. I will say it the way it is. After all, this is Dan Talks. So let's talk. Kindly smash the like button, smash the subscribe button so that YouTube will recommend this video for other people to view it. I've already made a video where I discuss his earning from YouTube ads revenue, where he earns over $3 million from YouTube ads alone.
I always believed that I would be a millionaire, and I think originally my goal was to try to hit that by 30. Ended up surpassing that by a decent amount. This is the moment.
Wow, he's living on $1.6 million. Hey, goodness, one person living on $1.6 million. Wow. I'm interested. How does he make this money and how does he spend it? Let's find out.
I always believed that I would be a millionaire, and I think originally my goal was to try to hit that by 30. Ended up surpassing that by a decent amount.
Wow, he always wanted to be a millionaire. Guys, there's no easier way to be a millionaire than setting out your mind for it. If you want something in life, hey, you must aim for it. You must set a goal for it. Millionaires are not lucky. He has always had it in mind. So you too can set the goal for it, that by the age of 30 or 40 or whatever age you like, I too will be a millionaire. So what goal have you set for yourself? What financial goal have you set for yourself? And at what age do you want to achieve that goal?
This is the moment.
29, $1.6 million. Graham, how do you make this money? How? I'm interested. If I get to 29, I want to be making twice of that.
My name is Graham Stephan. I'm 29 years old. I make $1.6 million per year and I live in Los Angeles, California. And welcome to, wait for it, Millennial Money. So I'm a full-time real estate agent, real estate investor, and YouTuber.
He's into real estate investment and he's also a YouTuber. Guys, it seems like a good number of real estate agents and investors are also YouTubers and they make a lot of money. I've equally discussed Meet Kevin, that's also a real estate investor, agent, and equally a YouTuber, and he earns a lot. Just that he earns more from YouTube than from real estate.
Every day is going to be a little bit different. Some days I'm going to be out with clients showing properties, other days I'm going to be planning YouTube videos, and some other days I'm going to be looking at properties for myself to invest in.
It's very funny. He has a 2-unit duplex in Los Angeles. He lives in one and rents out the other. This is a millionaire that can afford to live in both. But no, he chooses to make smart financial decisions, live in one and rent out the other.
My mortgage is just over $2,800 a month. The market value of the other unit next to me is about $2,500 a month. Then between the equity I get and the tax write-offs from using the garage as my office, it basically works out to be a free place for me to live. So I spend about $200 a month on groceries, and I do price shop between grocery stores. I'll kind of make the rounds and just stock up on whichever item is the cheapest at which store. Every morning I have my same 2 eggs with ham and cheese and half a bagel with.
You guys know I love this chart. So let's go there and look for loopholes. Where is it doing things right and where is it not doing things right? Mortgage 2008-72, that's a fair amount to pay for a mortgage in Los Angeles. Transportation is $632, which he pays for Tesla. Insurance, he pays over $340 on insurance, which is car and health. That's fair because health insurance sometimes can be expensive. Food, $350. I thought Graham is one person, not 20 people. Like, how does he spend $350 on food? Groceries and eating out? Nah. Graham is a finance YouTuber. I thought he should know this thing better. Why is he wasting money on food? Or else he can spend less than that. That's a lot of money to spend on food. So for the meals, which includes entertainment, cards, Amazon Prime, haircut, of course, it's totally understandable. Then the gym membership is $220. The person that owns the gym, does he spend $220? How does he spend $220 on gym membership? That's a ridiculous amount of money to spend on gym. Like, is this real? Or I'm trying to understand what's happening here. Does he want to buy the gym? Or is he paying mortgage on the gym? Like, what actually is happening with the gym membership? Nah, this is totally ridiculous. Goodness, you can see this is a big loophole. Utilities and Wi-Fi, he spent over $200. For credit cards, okay, $129, which he spends on annual fees for 4 credit cards. Finally, phone, $85. Goodness, I'm on a plan that I can call anywhere and any person, and with all the calls, it's not for $85. So how is Graham paying for $85 in a month? Except he's paying for himself and his girlfriend. If not, that's way too much. I'm disappointed with the way he's spending this money. I agree with you that he's a millionaire, but for someone that's into finance, I expect him to spend this money better. How can you spend $85 on phone, $220 on gym membership, and $350 on food? Like, who does these things? Be a millionaire, be a billionaire, it does not qualify you to be wasting money. I expect more from him. Overall, he spent about $5,000 per month, which is about $61,000 per year. On the average, for someone that makes over $1.6 million, I will say that he's spending about 4% of his earning. Good! Now it's making sense. The rule for spending money is that you should spend less than 10% of what you earn. And if you're not spending less than 10% of what you earn, it means that you should increase what you earn or reduce what you spend. So Graham is following that rule. And you see, I see this pattern among millionaires. They always spend less than 10% of what they earn. Graham just spent barely 4% of his revenue, and that's the way of spending money. Even though he has made ridiculous expenditure like gym membership and phone, overall it's still a good spending habit because he's spending less than 10% of what he earns, which is the rule of spending money.
Every morning I have my same 2 eggs with ham and cheese and half a bagel with store-bought generic brand cream cheese is my favorite to do that. I refuse to spend money on 2 things. Number 1, I think everyone knows, is coffee. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, the markup of coffee at Starbucks and Coffee Bean and a lot of those places out there, so I just make it at home for 20 cents.
I agree with him too. A lot of people waste money on coffee. I know the coffee market is actually a huge market. I think I should even invest in coffee market because a lot of people spend money because the money you spend looks small. But over a week, over a year, if you aggregate this money, it explodes. So you discover that it is not wise to be wasting money on things you can even prepare by yourself. If you don't know how to do coffee, go to YouTube. You see different ways of making coffee, which you can apply in your own house and make coffee. Take it to work, take it to whatever you want, and maximize your earning. Wasting money is not the proof that you are a millionaire or you are rich. Here is a millionaire, and yet he's not even spending on coffee. That's a smart move. Stop wasting money. Be frugal.
Also, designer clothing. Don't see the point in going and spending $700 on like Gucci shoes. So I end up saving about 99% of my income just because my income is so high and I keep my expenses so low. And most of the properties just kind of like pay for my living expenses. So anything else I make is really just seen as a bonus, and I save and invest it.
For designer clothing, I'm not a fan of designer clothing, but that does not mean I cannot spend on designer clothing. It depends on the occasion. People spend and waste money on designer clothing for what? Who sees you? Who cares what you're wearing? Hey, you can go to a store and buy high quality clothes without breaking the bank. I'm wondering why people think that clothes must be expensive in order to be beautiful. Who told you that? In fact, a good number of clothes are beautiful and not expensive. So stop wasting money on designer clothing. This is a millionaire and he doesn't waste money. So why are you wasting money and you're not even a millionaire? He save and invest. That's the way forward. You don't just save money for saving's sake. You save to invest, because it's through investment that you get the benefit of saving that money. Don't just save for saving's sake. Save to invest, because that's where you reap the return, the reward of having that money. That's when the rule of compound interest come to have its full effect in your money. And that's how you multiply money and become rich as much as you want. He became a billionaire at 26. Wow, millennials are impressing me. The way they're becoming millionaires at 23, at 24, at 26. I applaud it over and over again. Good.
So I got into real estate basically as soon as I turned 18 years old because I had no other options. I didn't get into college. I had really bad grades in high school, and I saw getting my real estate license honestly as a way where I could just get 1 year of work experience and then reapplying to colleges. But it turned out to be a career I really loved. So I ended up living with my dad for the first few years. I moved out in my early 20s, and that was when I bought another property.
Hey guys, a lot of people give excuses. Graham grade sucked at school. He accepts that his grade will not take him to a position that he wants to go. Instead of crying and killing himself, he chooses to maximize what he has and go into real estate. Today, he's a millionaire. People fail, people fail. A good number of people that make it in life, they fail over and over again. Nobody has it all. Life is not perfect with anybody. Stop crying over your little failure, over your little weakness. Your grade sucks at school, okay? And what makes you think that's the end of the world? Graham could not even enter because his grade would not even allow him to enter college. But yet, he went and think, what else can I do? What else can I do? And that's the mindset you should have in life. Don't just be crying at your failures, at what you cannot control. There are things you can control. So how do you want to leverage this in order to get what you want? And that's what he's trying to do, leverage. His grade sucks, but he can go into real estate, from there go to college. Smart move. Stop crying there. Think of ways of solving your problem instead of feeling as if your case is the worst.
The first property I bought was when I was 21 years old. It was a short sale for $59,500 in San Bernardino. It was a foreclosure that was being sold by the bank. And at the time, I had been saving up as a real estate agent, basically using all of my commissions, just putting it in a savings account. I bought that property in cash. It actually appraised and was refinanced for like $260,000.
He owns over 6 properties and he just started with one. I keep saying it, the power of one. Start with one. You want to be a real estate guru? Start with one. You want to own conglomerate? Start with one. You want to have several YouTube channels? Start with one. The power of one. Stop looking down on the power of one. Rome was not built in a day. He started with a block. Another block was laid. Another block was laid. And it became Rome. He makes over $15,000 per month from real estate investing. Real estate investing is also a good way of making money. Not just the money that you get from rent, but also in the long term, you own properties which are more likely to appreciate over time. So guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, because in this channel, I'll be telling you a lot about investing, how you can optimize your investing in real estate in order for your property to make money for you and make you a millionaire. Smash the subscribe button now.
My investing strategy really hasn't changed since I was 21, and all of it has really just been about real estate. If anything, I'm just looking to buy more expensive real estate now that makes a little bit more money, but otherwise I've just kept doing the same thing over and over again.
Graham is a successful real estate investor and agent, yet he still has a YouTube channel as a side hustle. So today, the side hustle now is the main income stream. Guys, let's talk. You are doing a job. What side hustle do you think you can have? What else do you think you can do to earn money by the side? This is a successful investor, successful agent, and yet he still has 2 YouTube channels. You will see that he makes more money from YouTube than even from real estate. Hello, there's money on YouTube. Oh. Let's see how much he earns from YouTube.
I had no idea that anyone would actually watch me, and I had no idea that I can actually make any money doing it.
Self-doubt. There's nothing that keeps people than self-doubt. I cannot, I could not, I'm not sure, I'm not there enough, I'm not handsome enough. Hey, nobody cares. People have their problems already. You think they care about you? About your skin color, your height? That's your headache. Nobody cares. Stop looking down on yourself. You want to start something, but all you see is your weakness. Hey, none of us is perfect. Stop looking down on yourself. Stop that. Get up and start and run.
Any money doing this, so I started it really just with the intention of having fun. I'd always wanted to do it, but I also felt like, who would want to watch me? And I felt like I didn't have the personality for it, and I just felt like, I should probably postpone it, but I just made a video one day, spur of the moment. It was a slow open house, and I just filmed with my iPhone, the selfie side, just talked about how I got started in real estate. And that was such a fun experience, and I remember that video getting like 9 or 10 views and just being like, oh my God, like 9 people have seen this video. So I started making more.
I understand the joy. Till today, I'm still surprised and perplexed. My YouTube channel is growing the way it is growing. I'm surprised. YouTube has always been in my radar actually. There was at the point I was like, yeah, I want to reach the world. I want to bless the world. I have something to offer to my world. And YouTube was like the best platform for it. And that's why I started, in order to empower my world financially. You are aiming for financial empowerment.
Started doing about 2 videos a week. The growth really just exploded, it seemed like. I would say 99.9% of the comments are so positive and so supportive. I absolutely love them, and it really feels like a sense of community. Then you get some funny ones. The negative comments at this point, I'm so used to them. Then after a while, I think I realized that it has more to do with them and their own problems that they portray onto you than it does about you.
So you see, he makes over $100,000 a month in YouTube related income. And that's one good thing about YouTube. You don't just earn money from the popular AdSense. You earn money from other ways that are even higher than the YouTube ads revenue. And he makes over $100,000 a month from YouTube and YouTube related incomes. Whereas from real estate, he only makes about $15,000. You see, YouTube gives him more money now.
So right now, probably like 85% of my income is affiliated with YouTube in some way or another, and then the remaining 15% is through real estate sales or real estate investments. So since I've always been self-employed, I've never had a formal 401k, but I do have a SEP 401k. I've thrown some money in there at the end of the year.
His main income stream is from his YouTube main channel. You see, he also earned a lot of money from Teachable. And because he has a huge audience on YouTube, he can leverage it to make a course and sell it to his subscribers, which he did on Teachable. And he earns a lot of money. YouTube's second channel also earns a lot of money for him, about $10,000. His real estate commission is over $8,500, which means he even earns more from his second YouTube channel than even from real estate commission. Then from affiliate and sponsors, which are still related to YouTube. Goodness, the bulk of the money is from YouTube. Imagine he did not start. He could have lost all this money if he was still doubting himself. Oh, I'm not so tall, I'm skinny, I'm this, I'm that. Hello, Stop doubting yourself. Please, do me that favor.
Just if it's left over, just as a hedge. But then as far as savings are concerned, I always like to keep about $20,000 to $30,000 in one of my checking accounts just to cover anything that could come up in the short term or to draw from if I have any expenses that come up. But other than that, all of my other money is spread out through several high-interest savings accounts.
Yes, Graham exemplifies investing. Don't just have money in savings, except they are high interest account, like he said. If not, let your money be in investing, because if your money is just lying in savings, there's inflation, and the rate of inflation is higher than the interest growth that you accumulate on your money, which means you will lose money at the end. If you don't want your money to depreciate, invest it.
It's also from YouTube that I was really able to branch off into other aspects of this as well, in the sense that I was able to create 2 programs. One of them teaches people how to work as a real estate agent and build their career. The second program that I created was how to teach people to grow on YouTube. And both of those this year have probably done a little bit over $300,000 and something in sales. And since it's all online, that's pretty much all profit. There's almost no overhead whatsoever with that.
Despite having a lot of money coming from ads revenue, Graham did not stop there. No, he's like, what else can I do? And that's the mindset of millionaires. No matter the amount of money you are getting from an income stream, hey, how can you get more? How can you improve it? How can you generate more? How can you multiply it? That's the mindset of millionaires. And that's what I want you to get from this video. Think of multiple ways of making money, multiple ways of income streams. Don't just rely on one. No matter the amount of money you are getting from there, hey, don't stop there. Think. You got brain, man. Use it and be a millionaire, a billionaire.
Very much like it gives you a little jolt there. So I bought my Tesla in April of 2019. You get so many rebates back for it. The financing is so cheap. Everything that went on with the car, I calculated that it was going to cost me $78 a month out of pocket net in the first year, not counting the opportunity cost of then having all the money left over that I could then go and reinvest. So I figured like depreciation is going to be minimal. I'm going to get some really great tax write-offs from it. So it's going to almost be a free car. And I figured like, oh, you know, that's the video I'm going to make. Then that video ended up getting now almost 6 million views. I think the total cost of the car with everything, all out the door with taxes and like all of the options, everything was like 44 grand. So I ended up making money from getting the car.
The video he made about Tesla is still his highest viewed video, and he has made more money from the video than he has paid for Tesla, and that's a very smart move, and I like him for that. Being smart. I love people that are smart and use the smartness to make money. Wow! As of the time of this video, you can see he has made over $51,000 from the video alone. So which means as of now, he should have made more than $100,000 from that video. He has made more money than he has paid for the car.
Well, I think we only lost like 2 or 3 pasta noodles, so I think we did pretty good.
So I have an amazing girlfriend, and her and I share a lot of the same values in terms of saving and spending money, and I find it fun that she is just as frugal as I am, so we can have a great time trying to figure out like where is the best happy hour spot and like how we could save a little bit more money doing this. And she's the one too that's also very encouraging of like, we don't have to go out tonight to happy hour sushi. She doesn't sound like that, by the way, but she encourages me to like, you know, we could go cook food at home, or instead of going out to see a movie, we could just pop something on Netflix. So one of the things we actually do when we go out is we will end up just splitting a meal, because usually I'm not hungry enough to eat the entire thing myself, and neither is she. So we could basically get food for 2 by paying for 1. It's really cool to have someone in your life like that who I see as just being an equal on every single level with the same mindset.
Wow. And this is a millionaire splitting food, you know, and it's also an opportunity for them to express love to each other. A lot of young people put themselves under pressure to show off. Who are you showing off to? This is a millionaire. He's not wasting food, he's not wasting money, and he's making money. Just to add to it, it is good to have a partner that two of you speak the same language financially. If you are someone that wants to save, it is good to also have a partner that's into savings to avoid money frictions, because these are issues that affect relationships. They are happily sharing the food. Does it mean he can't pay for 7? No, but he's being frugal. Be frugal with money. Stop wasting money. Stop spending unnecessarily. Be frugal, man.
Okay, I know it sounds weird too, but I do end up rewarding myself every now and then at McDonald's from the dollar menu. I don't ever eat McDonald's, but I just decided to go just because it was there and I was really hungry. I had 2 of the double cheeseburgers from the dollar menu and it was so good that now it gets to the point where I will purposely use that as an incentive to get all my work done, and if I'm able to do that before like midnight, I go and get the 2 double cheeseburgers. It's not something that happens too often, but it does become this thing where it's like, that's my treat.
Thank you. Oh, it smells so good. There's something about the smell that's just like, how does it smell so good?
Yeah, yours may not be a 2 double cheeseburger, but have something that you use to reward yourself in the interim. The way the mind works is if you reward yourself, you are more likely to repeat that habit. So if you want to encourage a habit of hard work, of savings, of whatever you choose to build a habit about, create a reward at the end of it in order to encourage you, motivate you to repeat that behavior. If you're a student and you've studied, you want to study again next time. At the end of that study, look for what you will do to reward yourself. The brain will record it as a positive feedback. Thereby next time it will encourage you, push you to repeat that behavior again. And that's what he did, and it worked for him. This is not just about finishing your work in maybe YouTube or whatever. Any behavior you want to be repeated, the best way to encourage yourself, to push yourself to repeat that behavior is by rewarding yourself. Also, the reverse work very well. If you want to stop an attitude, at the end of that behavior, punish yourself. If you punish yourself, your brain will record it as a negative feedback. Thereby next time, it will stop you from repeating that behavior. It's a way of tricking the brain to get what you want, and which is what he did. And you can see, it worked. Yes, these foods that they sell at McDonald's, KFC, and several others, goodness, they smell so nice. Like, they smell in such a way that it can even make you doubt your cooking skills. I don't know what they add to it or how they do it, but it has that aroma that when you taste one, you feel like eating more and more and more.
So in terms of net worth goals, I really don't have any, and I have no desire of becoming a billionaire. I don't even know what I would possibly do with that amount of money. I would like to hit 10 million. I feel like that would be just a decent number. The only thing I really want to do is travel, that I haven't done. That's the only thing, but I could do that if I wanted to. It's just not the right time to do that. You don't need to be as extreme as I am. You don't need to skimp on every purchase at all. You don't need to work 12 hours a day. But you do need to think outside the box, and you do need to be creative and leverage your time appropriately. But I love it, and I love the challenge of saving and trying to handle my money well and grow it. No one is more frugal than I am.
Yes, I like the advice. You don't need to punish yourself in order to save, but you need to have a goal and you need to work towards it. Aim, believe, and achieve. That's the words and the life of millionaires. You too can be the next millionaire if you choose to set your goal, believe you can achieve it, and think outside the box in order to achieve it. You too can. Thank you guys for watching. I'm so happy, I'm so excited that you watched this video. Kindly smash the like button, smash the subscribe button so that YouTube will recommend this video for other people to view it. I'm sure you've learned something from this video that will help you financially, help other people too to learn it by subscribing to my channel now. Thank you.